भारती न्यूज सीधा सटीक और निष्पक्ष।
Good evening and welcome to Bharati News. I'm Vansh Vathavan and let's have a look at the biggest news stories of the day, starting with national headlines first. India-Pakistan tensions escalate amid cross-border firing. For the 12th consecutive night, cross-border firing from the Pakistani side continued along the line of control, prompting a strong response from the Indian forces. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval met with Prime Minister Narendra Modi to discuss the escalating situation. The United Nations has initiated a closed-door consultations to address the rising tensions. The latest round of cross-border firing further undermines the ceasefire agreement reached in February 2021, which is now largely seen as ineffective due to Pakistan's frequent violations across the 740-kilometer-long LOC. The latest hostilities began in the northern district of Kupwara and Baramulla in the Kashmir Valley before spreading southwards to Rajouri, Poonch, Akhnur and Pargwal sector along the international border in Jammu district. The firing affected 5 border districts: Baramulla, Kupwara, Poonch, Rajouri and Jammu. Since the night of April 24, hours after India suspended the Indus Water Treaty in response to the Pahalgam terror attack, Pakistani troops have repeatedly targeted Indian positions along the LOC, beginning in the Kashmir Valley and quickly expanding to the Jammu region. The Ministry of Home Affairs has instructed several states to conduct civil defense mock drills on May 7, focusing on preparedness for hostile attacks. Key activities will include testing air raid sirens, training civilians and students, implementing blackout measures, and so on and so forth. Amid ongoing heightened tensions with Pakistan, the Ministry of Home Affairs has directed several states to carry out comprehensive civil defense mock drills on May 7, Wednesday, to test preparedness and enhance public awareness in the event of a hostile attack, government sources said on Monday. The drills will focus on a range of critical preparedness measures. These include the operationalization of air raid, warning sirens, and the training of civilians, including students. In essential civil defense techniques, the aim is to equip them with knowledge on how to protect themselves in emergency scenarios, such as aerial strikes or other hostile incidents. Coming to international news, explosions reported in Port Sudan. Sudan's paramilitary unleashed drones on the Red Sea city of Port Sudan earlier today, hitting key targets there, including the airport, the port, and a hotel, military officials said. The barrage was the second such attack on this week on a city that had been a hub for people fleeing Sudan's 2-year war. There was no immediate word on any casualties or the extent of the damage. Local media reported loud sound of the explosions and fires at the port and the airport. Footage circulating online showed thick smoke rising over the area. The attack on Port Sudan, which also serves as an interim seat for Sudan's military-allied government, underscores that after 2 years of fighting, the military and the paramilitary rapid support forces are still capable of threatening each other's territory. The RSF drone struck earlier in the morning, said two Sudanese military officials, speaking on condition of anonymity because they were not authorized to talk to the media. Abdel Rahman Al-Noor, a Port Sudan resident, said he woke up to a strong explosion and saw fires and plumes of black smoke rising over the port. Mashahar Ahmed, a local journalist living in Port Sudan, said fires were still burning late Tuesday morning in the southern vicinity of the maritime port. The attack apparently disrupted air traffic at the airport, with Cairo airport data in neighboring Egypt showing that there are 3 Port Sudan-bound flights that were cancelled on Tuesday. The RSF did not release any statement on the attack. On Sunday, the paramilitary forces struck Port Sudan for the first time in the war, disrupting air traffic in the city's airport, which has been the main entry point for the country in the last 2 years. Japan's annual Golden Week holiday, traditionally a peak season for domestic travel, is facing a significant shift in mood this year. Once a time when millions of Japanese residents traveled across the country and abroad to unwind, Golden Week 2025 has arrived under the weight of rising inflation, a weakened national currency, and unprecedented levels of inbound tourism. These factors have drastically altered travel behavior and reshaped the once predictable holiday season. Spanning several public holidays in the late April and early May, Golden Week offers one of the longest stretches of time off for the Japanese workers. It has been long seen as a key moment for family trips, cultural experiences, and regional tourism boosts. However, in 2025, fewer local travelers are choosing to participate. While tourist areas remain packed, the faces are increasingly international. Soaring living costs have made Japanese households more cautious about travel spending. Everyday items such as vegetables, rice, and electricity now consume a larger share of household budget. At the same time, hotel and transportation prices have surged, fueled in a part of a foreign demand making travel less affordable for the locals. The national currency has weakened substantially in recent years, amplifying the prices of imported goods and diminishing the value of the yen. This economic backdrop has played a dual role. It has attracted a record-breaking wave of inbound travelers while simultaneously suppressing domestic holiday enthusiasm. Coming to business news, shares of homegrown Servotech Renewable Power Limited gained more than 5% today. On May 5, after the company shared details about the appointment of the prominent entrepreneur and worldwide business strategist Elon Musk on its global advisory board. The counter opened in the green at rupees 124.50 paisa on the NEC against the previous close of rupees 121.84 paisa on the NEC. It gained further and hit on intraday high of rupees 128.48 paisa, a gain of 54.44 from the closing price of the last trading session. The 52-week high and the low of the stock are rupees 75.50 and rupees 205.40 respectively. The market cap of the company is rupees 2,874 crores. The company, in an exchange filing, said that Musk will play a pivotal role in advancing Servotech's strategic vision for global growth, sustainability, leadership, and AI-driven innovation. His appointment aligns with Servotech's ambitious Vision 2027 goal to transform the renewable energy landscape across India and key international markets, the company said. Earlier, the company inked a pact with the Chamber of Indian Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises to boost adoption of solar energy across India. Under the PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana, they aim to install 100,000 solar rooftop systems in homes. Mahindra, India's leading automobile manufacturer, has announced its financial results for the fourth quarter of the fiscal year 2025. The company has reported a consolidated net profit of rupees 3,295 crore in the quarter ending March 2025. This is an increase of around 20% from rupees 2,754.08 crores reported in the same year quarter a year ago. Similarly, the company's revenue from operations rose to rupees 42,585.67 crores in the quarter ended March 2025 as against rupees 35,373.34 crores during the previous quarter ended in March 2024. The company in the quarter under review came higher at rupees 39,113.61 crore as against rupees 32,172.17 crore in the same period of the previous fiscal. Ending with sports news, the stage is set for Game 56 of the ongoing IPL 2025. Mumbai Indians are all set to host Gujarat Titans. Both sides lock horns at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai on May 6. Ahead of the marquee clash, it was a duo of Rohit Sharma and Mohammad Siraj that went viral. The two stars, representing MI and GT respectively, were seen sharing a special moment with each other as Rohit Sharma presented Siraj with a special ring for his contribution to the Indian team in the T20 World Cup 2024 triumph in the US and the West Indies. It is worth noting that Siraj was a crucial part of the Indian team that went all the way in the T20 World Cup 2024, defeating South Africa in the final. In a clip shared by the BCCI, Rohit Sharma was seen presenting the ring to Siraj. This is for Mohammad Siraj. He was due at the function and played a vital role in our T20 campaign. So I'm proudly presenting him a very special ring, said Rohit. Sunrisers Hyderabad have been officially eliminated from the Indian Premier League 2025 playoffs. Their clash against Delhi Capitals was washed out due to rain. Both teams shared a point each, which means that SRH has been eliminated from the season. Sunrisers Hyderabad have been officially eliminated from the Indian Premier League 2025 playoffs. Their clash against Delhi Capitals was washed out due to rain. Both teams shared a point each, which means that SRH has been eliminated from the season. SRH would likely having been robbed a point and outside chances of qualification due to rain at the Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium, Hyderabad. They had restricted DC to a pretty under par score of 133.7 in the first innings. They had restricted DC to a pretty under par score of 133/7 in the first innings and would have been fancied their chances to chase the target down. However, that was not to be as rain interrupted the fixture after the first innings and got heavier due to cause of a big delay. While the rain had stopped, puddles formed on the ground, cleanage very hard. While the rain had stopped, puddles formed on the ground, which made cleanage very hard. The captains shook hands with each other as the game was called off. Pat Cummins had wreaked havoc with his bowling. He took 3 wickets all in the power play for only 19 runs in his 4 overs. Cummins, who was having an ordinary season, took the wickets of Karun Nair, Faf de Pellis and Abhishek Porel. Jaydev Unadeth was mingy as he gave only 13 runs in his 4 overs with a wicket to his name. DC had no reply to SRH bowling as they were falling like a pack of cards. Tristan Stubbs and impact player Ashutosh Sharma infused some hopes with the bats as they scored 41 each, while Stubbs was careful in his 36-ball 41. Ashutosh played freely during his 26-ball 41. Rain interrupted after the end of the first innings and did not settle down for some time. It stopped when the cut-off time of 11:42 p.m. for 5-over game was nearing. However, the puddles formed made it too difficult for the game to be resumed. SRH have been knocked out of the tournament while DC got a point out of nowhere. They keep their playoff hopes alive and will look to bounce back from the disappointing recent run, in which they have won only 2 of their previous 7 matches. So that would be all for today. Thanks for watching. Keep watching Bharti News for latest news updates coming right up. Wishing you a good evening and a great night ahead. Thank you.